Hello everyone. We're gonna show you how to upload a video here. So like the video that we're gonna upload, you might see, but you're gonna make a lot of misconceptions about it because you're gonna think like, well, we better stop him, but you're not really considering that the fact that Jesus has made everybody watch Tipping Point because have you ever looked up the fucking dictionary definition of tragedy? And we didn't want to give up on him, like, because he had a job, and you need to watch the Football Manager video, like one of them, like whichever one it was, like. So what you need to realize is that we didn't want to give up on him, but he actually exists in modern reality now. I won't name any names here, but like because we don't want to give him the credit here. So what you need to realize is, anyway, we'll get to the tutorial. Like, he's kind of like tried to use the Terence Fletcher method from Whiplash, but it's kind of backfired now. If you're watching this and you know who you are, then your last chance to like admit the fact that you lied to us and fucking made everybody do a load of stupid shit and all that, like the spiritual warfare and all that kind of rubbish, then you've got an opportunity to come and like apologize to the Lord and Savior, who actually happens to be like the guy that everybody's afraid of and all that shit. It all starts making sense. Well, I think you better like type in YouTube and as we get to the home page here, we find out that this isn't really home. Like, that's a good song there, Pump It Up. Uh, Come Alive, like, you take some inspiration here. Fucking hell, you idiots. Like, you need to start listening to your channel, like, whatever that means. Now, this is really home here. Like, anybody who removes this, like, you've clearly not like been watching the videos properly, and you don't have any sense, and you're just trying to like, silence the truth. And anybody who's done that in the past, like the man who fucking like took Nikola Tesla's stuff, like, do you think there's not going to be a consequence for this? Like, there is. So, like Bart Simpson's running hell. So I hate to break it to you, but there's some sort of rascal that doesn't even give a shit about fiends. So, and then there's actually quite a reasonable man that's looking after the whole scene. But the people. So there has to be some losers like that. So it's just the reality of it, like. And there's this sort of concept that this video that we're about to upload, like, wow, the prophecy's been fulfilled. He's here to fuck us all up and trick us. Like, wow, how do you know that they didn't trick you with the prophecy? Now, you better start asking questions about this video, because that's the entire fucking point of what I'm laying down here. Use your own sense and make your own mind up. But if you don't make the right choice about this guy here, you might just fucking lose. So I think you better make your mind up. Like, so, yeah, we're gonna put a really subtle title on here, like, yeah, like, yeah, there you go. This bit doesn't need to be as subtle. Now we need to put the punctuation in here because this is like, and so this is like pretty fucking, and we're not going to give you the credit here on the thumbnail. It's going to be auto generated, like, because it does itself basically. Anyway, we need to wait for this to upload, and while we're doing that, we need to look something up here. We need to show you something. Now, this man here, he's asking questions. Like, we need to find the video. Morgs, like, no, that's the wrong one. Like, what's the guy? This guy's a fucking idiot. Like, look at this. He's copying Mr. Beast. Like, what's these thumbnails? Some sort of witchcraft. What's his name? Like, I don't even know. Like, fucking Bible is rubbish. Like, this fucking. It's all a big trick. The Christians better stop us. Like, they're gonna save us by taking away the things, the weight. This is what it's like when the Christians come over, right? It's like you're like, we better put some more weight on these bars so our muscles grow, and then like we're gonna do you a favor by like putting these on that aren't even real. And you're like, wow, I'm lifting it. Like, fucking hell, mate. You do realise that if you've got any kind of karmic affliction, like, you don't necessarily want to immediately heal it or, like, give it somebody else to deal with. Now, if you think I'm an inconsiderate individual, then you better, like, consider the fact that I've actually said to these followers that you need to give Jesus a break. But I've found out that what Jesus actually wants is for you to sing hymns to him and kiss his toes. Now, if you actually consider the fact that, like, God himself is alone and needs help, then what God wants is friendship, not fucking kiss-ass idiots who don't even know what they're doing. So, SAS Black Kid, we don't need to look up the real thing. We need to look at this because this is more entertaining, and I'll explain to you before it begins. Now, what it's about, the video I was going to put on, is this guy, and he's talking about these books that the fucking church banned. And I wonder why they banned them, because there's certain, like, descriptions that are, like, sort of reciprocal about Lucifer and Jesus and, you know, God, why did you forsake me? Like, it's probably because you didn't defend your brothers. Like, and now, I did have a tragedy of my own, like, but the thing is I headbutted this cop that was trying to act like he was mint. And when I did that and I started wrestling about and all sorts of stuff, like, I was trying to save people from fucking suffering. And then I decided that I had to make some sort of sacrifice. But there was a bit of a jib, like, you know what I mean? Life's full of twists here, so you better keep that in mind before you start putting ads on everything. You know, GoDaddy, thanks for the encouragement, dude. Like, wow. Look at this. This is mint. The assault gear, like, this man is stronger than you and he looks like a potato. No offense, Eddie, we all love you. Like, you're actually brilliant. You think that the SAS is going to be fucking like some lad that's like mint at everything, but it's just Mac here, like, you know, Mac's he got tricked by us. This is the problem, right? We're going to make a point, right? Mac had the courage to go into the embassy, but he started getting tricked by Jesus to think that he wanted to fuck kids. You look it up. Now, this is the problem here. Demonic possession, right, I'll talk as me for a minute. Demonic possession is to do with what you put your fucking faith in, right? Yeah? You listening? If you listen to the silence, you should be able to tell. So, what this is about is these are brave men here, but they've got the wrong idea for some reason, and you're going to find out why. But that's not to say that we shouldn't respect them because they're making sacrifices. But you've got to take into account who you're making sacrifices for. Do you think that God's pleased with what's happening here? Because there's a load of rubbish everywhere, and people are just going round and not really helping each other. And if you think that you're helping people, you ought to consider the metaphor that was said by some philosopher about a monkey putting a fish up a tree. So we're going to watch the video. Yeah, Kevin Bacon doesn't have any power. Like, well, you do, and the power you have, Kevin, is to actually sort the EE Wi-Fi out. Anyway, moving on.
S10 respirator. This comes.
The respirator, you know, if there's any gas, like, this will sort it. We'll chuck it in and we'll just kill it. Because they're trying to hurt people now. Jesus would have you believe that these, like, insurgents, they need to be shown some mercy. So, it's a lot of rubbish, and moving on.
CS gas and smoke.
But you need to have the set. You know, stopping it again here because this is a lesson and this is what teachers do. We need to explain everything to idiots. So if you're fucking like some sort of idiot, you might take what I say and start going, well, we better start hurting people. Like, that's not what we're saying at all. It's about relativity, and like at some point you don't want to go outside and go, wow, we want to hurt everyone. Like, that's just some idiot. But sometimes somebody's got to get it, and if you watch Gladiator, you might understand why. Look at this, they're going in there and dealing with it.
They have lightweight gloves.
Lightweight gloves,
nice and flexible, thin.
He's got the tech. This is why they're the best in the world.
It's not for stabbing people with, it's for cutting the ropes.
They're not bothered about the rain. They just moan about it and then fucking jib it. Like, look at this. You get it in the head, like, you're alright.
You're dead. Also stop people from battering an iron bar or something as you run into the room. Discovered it could be quite painful.
See, he's got some sense about him. Like, these professors in the university, like, this guy's actually paying attention, as you can see. Like,
front and back ceramic plates.
The ceramic plates, like, you know, you don't want bullets going into you. That'd be too painful.
You wear all this equipment, shin guards, knee pads. Underneath that, you've got fireproof underwear.
You know, and before you start saying like, well, this guy, the Antichrist, well, he better start walking on water and stuff like that. Like, what makes you think that I want to fucking like do stuff like that, right? Jesus was showing off. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, and what makes you think that he didn't start making a load of mistakes? Now, we forgive mistakes because everybody makes them, and we appreciate the courage, but the thing is it's a bit arrogant when you come over and you say like, well, we'll sort it out, God. Like, I'm your only son. Like, everybody else isn't involved, and you know, like, nobody else is getting the credit. And I'm gonna walk on this water, and you better like not be fucking the beautiful women because that's not our nature. We're above it, and it's all like, you need to start listening to me. I'll just duplicate this food, and like, woman, you need to stop telling me to use the hacks. It's a load of shit, mate. You need to read it with open eyes. Now, the Christians aren't going to be happy here, but why would I want to please you, you fucking idiots? Like, you need to start fucking getting a grip here. And when they show up and start trying to save everybody from like God, you know what I mean? You need to start paying attention. If you get a smack for harassing me, then you better fucking like not call the cops, because when you do, they're gonna realize that it was self-defense for harassment. But this isn't a threat. This is me saying that if any Jehovah's Witnesses try and tell me that they've witnessed Jehovah, they better fucking realize that they can see it in front of them. So anyway, moving on. Look, we've seen the black kid. He's got a jacket on. And a blue shirt. Like, wow, the symbolism. Anyway, look, motorbike. We don't want to get on that. It's too dangerous. Behind the enemy lines. Or like Jocko Willink told us that we need to get up in the mornings and make bullshit videos. And we did, like 8 o'clock. Wow. Now we can make it to the 9 to 5. Jesus. Anyway, Psychoville, that's a good song. It's been going on. Is this uploaded? Wow, it's uploaded. So, auto-generated. Let's see what the 3 options are here. If it loads. Like, 3 options, like, come on. If we don't, well, just stick with this. Like, the copyright, like, it's not like I fucking made it, like, you know, but we'll give the credit to fucking, you know, Black Sabbath. You know, Jesus made me nearly say Harvey Weinstein, but fucking, he's just some sort of idiot. So, I tell you what, like, clearly these systems work, so we're going to pick the first one and see what that's like. But they're probably all the same. Like, is it gone off, Kevin? Like, let's see what the other one is. Like, okay, reselect. No, that one looks like he's taking the piss. This one seems a bit more suitable here. Now, this is like, you wouldn't think that God would do this sort of thing, but why do you think that the Doja Cat video is actually cool? Like, we'll paint the town red, we'll have a minute instead because we don't want any trouble, but nobody's listening. So if you're all like interested in fear, then wow, look at this. Fuck off, mate. Like, what do I have to do this shit? You can't even fucking pay attention, can you? Any of you? No, it's not made for kids, clearly. Look at it. So what you want to do here is like ignore all this. We don't need the tags. Like this is like, wow, that's a fucking that's a statement that like public. Wow, the copyright. You better take it down. I'm sure there'll be no consequence. Wow. Publish. Okay. Now we're gonna publish the tutorial now. So you should be able to know how to upload a video. Clearly that was the point here. Like, so you need to take that into account and close that. It's uploaded there. You can see it. Look, 614, 0 views. Wow, 14 like April. Copyright, like I'm not so sure I agree. But that's sort of like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's not like somebody's actually achieved being godlike, despite what I may have said in the 1960s. Like, but whatever, man. You make your own mind up. But if you do choose the wrong thing, you better be thinking about the brig.